Deborah writes, I think the news said the man the woman was chasing at Target had been watching women in the dressing rooms at Target. Wow. Which goes to show you that their new policy, right, this unisex policy is not going to prevent, if you want to call them perverts, right, from targeting people in those public restrooms. You know, people that have these kind of perversions are not waiting for some new law to feel empowered to do what they do. They're doing it already. Lakeisha writes, Jungle Jim released a statement stating they will not be carrying the vodka, I believe. Really? Really? Is that how Cincinnati works? So they can all get together because 50 Cent said something silly, basically, in sophomoric to a young man with autism, right? But what about the fight for justice that remains in Hamilton County? Will we see a similar display of unity for the right thing from these business owners? That's a challenge. We'll see. James writes, the family asked for an apology, received an apology, and accepted the apology. I think that it's over and a non-issue. Yeah, it could be unless they think they can get some money out of it. Let's speculate for a second. How many people believe that the family is going to try to get some money out of 50 cents? Some kind of lawsuit. Oh, he can't go to work anymore, something like that. My son was working. He was on his way. He was independence, and now 50 Cent has ruined his entire life. Give me some money. Can you see that coming? I can. Ms. D writes, when will grown people learn that everything does not belong on social media? When will they learn? I agree. Some dude tried to call me out yesterday because I put a post on the Black Ink Crew. And then he comes back and says, it's not personal, brother. I'm just trying to check you. Well, have you ever heard of direct message? I mean, if you're really trying to help your boy Nate Ivey, and you're just trying to share some information with me, why are you putting it on my public page? I'm telling you, you got to challenge people. I see people coming like a couple steps ahead. If you're really trying to say something directly to me, then say it directly to me, right? Hence the term direct message. Real simple. And I don't give a damn what you think about what I'm posting anyway. I said the same thing about Dr. Earl Ofai Hutchinson. That's my homie and all, but if you have something to say to me, you got my number. You got my email address. You got access to my direct message. Hit me up. That's what I would do, but I'm a man. I'm a grown man who's very secure in himself. I'm tall enough. Okay, everything else is working good. I'm great. All right? So maybe that's what it comes from. People who are insecure have to react in a certain way than the folks who feel more secure. I don't know. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to break it down. I've got other matters. All I can say is I can see right through you. I see right through you. Omar writes, I'm not boycotting F for vodka. That ish is good. Oh, is it? Okay, I might check it out. Again, I'm no big fan of 50 Cent at all. But you know, like Omar said, I mean, he issued the apology, which I was surprised. He issued the apology. The family accepted the apology. People make mistakes. They learn from them. You move on. You move on. You know, simple as that. But we'll see what the local business community does here in the city of Cincinnati. That will be very interesting. Keenan writes, yep, I see it coming. Yep, I see it coming too. Oh, I had to leave my job to stay home with my son, right? And now you got to pay me, right? Come on now. All right, no harm, no foul, if that's in fact happened. Now, again, from what I'm understanding, this young man with disability, who was wrongly, I mean, put his face all on video. Come on, 50. Grow up, man. Matter of fact, 50 Cent, Gilligan of the day. Just nominee for Gilligan of the week. You're 50 Cent. This is what you do for entertainment? I'm telling you, not me, bro. I'm telling you, not me. That's just not my style. I just, you know, if I'm balling like 50 Cent is, I've got so many other things, presumably, right, to give me entertainment or enjoyment or whatever. I don't need to ridicule somebody. I don't care if he's high or not. It makes no difference. I don't have to ridicule somebody like that. But that, again, that's just me. I guess I'm a different brother. Clarence writes, Litigation Nation. Freen writes, our fight is not theirs. Lakeisha writes, WCPO had a story stating a family was considering filing a lawsuit. Because everyone around them is like, oh, he got money. He got money. Plus, he's already got these legal problems. He probably going to pay you out. Get that money. Get some of that rap money. Oh, so now you want some rap money. Can't stand rap. Scourge of our culture. But now you want some rap money, don't you? I bet you do. Damn. Things like this never happen to me. I wish 50 Cent would ridicule me. Sure would. Take him straight to court. Straight to court. James writes, Larry should have consulted with Birdman and put some respect on it. I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, that would have been even funnier. That would have been funnier. If Larry Wilmore would have incorporated the whole Birdman, put some respect on it. If he'd have been like, Mr. President, tell these people to put some respect on your name. That would have been funnier. That would have been much funnier. It would have been culturally relevant. I mean, some people would have got it. Some people wouldn't have got it. Younger people would have got it. That would have been funnier. But Larry Wilmore with his stale jokes, his malt liquor jokes. Yo, Barry, you did it. That would have been funny maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago. But today, nah. Jared writes, he was trying to get some likes off you, Nathan. Oh, you mean this cat on Facebook? Maybe so. It happens. It happens. I'm telling you, you got to question. These folks that go on Facebook talking about, oh, yeah, I'm just trying to help. That's my man's in there. What? Negro, please. Who are you helping?
Just over there, she calls him like Mac.
They don't go home till Thursday.
Right. Like, you want to make sure it's not too, like, I was going to maybe get like a backup here, but just want to make sure it's not too, like, sheer or clear.
Right.
For me?
Do you remember running into me in the grocery store? No, hey, where are you going? Come back. Hey, get this guy. Stop him. Stop this guy. Stop him.
Didn't mean to fire that. Currently 8:23 a.m. in the Queen City. Nathan Ivey with you. Deborah writes, 50 Cent is a grown man who should have known better. Hashtag grow up Curtis all day long. I mean, it was just, I saw the video before the outrage hit, right? I didn't even really, it didn't move me one way or the other. I was thinking, it made me think less of 50 Cent. It really did. The way that you treat people that you don't have to treat good says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. And I read that situation, and I never really thought too much of 50 Cent anyway. I mean, I never thought too much about 50 Cent anyway. What 50 needs to do is focus on them kids. That's what he needs to do. Every other week, he's out there meeting kids he didn't know he had. Come on, man. Take control of birth control. I mean, literally 50 Cent about less than 2 or 3 weeks ago was like at a autograph signing somewhere, signing stuff publicly. Little boy comes up and says, I'm your son. Met his son he never knew before. Like, oh, come on. Just reckless out here. All reckless with your spare arms. All reckless out here, man. Reckless on the internet. But again, it's also a sign of the culture, because while you and I might not think that's funny, because I didn't think it was funny at all. I thought it was disrespectful to that young man. And it could potentially harm him, because, and again, I get the feeling that friends and family and probably the good folks over at CVG are going to put their arms around that young man and embrace him. That's what I would do. Like, don't worry about what this sucker's saying, man. Go on, do your thing, bro. You got a job here. You're doing your job. Don't worry about this cat. But from what I read, he's got some type of social, shyness or issues with being in social places and things like that, being out in front of people, maybe because of being afraid of being ridiculed. Now, you know how people are. Children can be cruel. They don't care about your disability. Start mocking you in the classroom. That's just the nature of children. This is very, very brutally honest. And they don't care. They don't care. So this could affect that young man. It really could. And if it does, if they end up going for the lawsuit and hitting up 50 Cent, getting some of that in the club money. Yo, 50, run that in the club money. I don't have no problem with it. You know who I blame? 50. Ms. D writes, 50 isn't even smart enough to protect the business brands he's trying to build. It's just not smart, man. The moral of the story is leave people the hell alone. That's the moral of the story. And, maybe you should actually try to talk to someone and get to know them before you start ridiculing them. And again, like if this family goes after 50 Cent, I don't have any problem with that. I hope they get all the money. It'll teach 50 Cent and the next 50 Cent to leave people alone. Simple as that. Grow up. 50 Cent released a pornographic video of the woman who has a child with Rick Ross. And released it to the internet to ridicule Rick Ross. Now, clearly, this man has no respect for anybody. What? Over some rhymes? Over some words on social media? You're going to disrespect this woman, their child, women in general? Come on, man. So this is par for the course with Mr. 50 Cent. Brent writes, appropriation of the word I in your sentence structure doesn't mean you are conscious when trying to cover up a weak download diss. Exactly. Not at all. Brent, I read right through it, bro. Then dude try to come back and say, it's not personal, Nate. Well, you said it, not me. I never brought up personal. What I said was, I don't give a damn what you think about what I'm posting. That goes for anybody. And number two, don't waste my time with this, man. I mean, don't even send me a direct message with this nonsense, really. Just ignore it. You know what I'm saying? The ego of some people. Deborah writes, Nate, I have to admit, my husband watches 50 Cent show Power all the time. I don't know if I will continue to watch the show now. I've watched a bit of Power, and, for somebody who grew up on those HBO shows, The Wire, some great stuff. Remember The Wire? Then, I'm kind of jonesing for that kind of street, gritty drama, and Power might be the fix for people that's just jonesing similarly for those kind of shows. I get it. Am I going to take it out that far? I don't know. I might even forget this soon. I'm not sure. So many other things going on in my world. But, hey, that's us for each individual consumer to make their decision about that. To me, it just shows just how childish the man is. Now, if you're going to hold his childishness, and he's like nearly 40 years old, isn't he? Like 37, something like that? 38, 39? Well, we're round up to 40. He's 40 years old. Making jokes about people with autism. It's not right. No way, shape, form whatsoever. It's just not right. What else am I missing here? I want to make sure we talk about everything. I love what you said, James. Birdman. And Larry should have consulted with Birdman and put some respect on it. You're right. That would have been a better joke. That's the joke that everybody's telling. How many put some respect on it jokes have you told in the last 2 or 3 weeks? A lot, right? Because it's culturally relevant and it's hilarious. It's super funny. Okay? It's super funny. That would have been a funnier joke. That would have been a better way of dealing with it. Listen, folks, thank you for listening. This show will be made available as a podcast immediately following the end of the show. I want to say special thanks to all of you in the chat room holding me down. You can find it at my website, NathanIvey.com. The best 90 minutes of your day. Thanks for starting things right with me. I really appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow with more 7 a.m. The Nathan Ivey Show. Your morning destination for interesting conversation. Take care of yourself. We'll talk real soon. Until then, I'm out.